All right. So, hey, everybody. First of all, welcome to the second call of your 6-week Coach Basics boot camp. Just really excited about this group. I think we have 20 or more coaches on this live call. Some of people are going to be listening to the recording. Really what we're looking for is for you guys to just engage. We're here to teach you guys the basics of what we do. And it really comes down to mastering the basics and doing them over and over again. So what you're learning in the 6 weeks is the core foundation of what we do as coaches and what we talk about, as we go. So hopefully you guys did those weekly assignments. First of all, I do want to say we had 3 coaches who already earned their first promotion to Emerald during the first week of this thing, which is awesome, which means that they're going to start qualifying for free customers. Like we said, there's 2 ways to qualify for free customers on a month-to-month basis. One is to get to Emerald, and then the other thing is Success Club. And you're going to learn about those things during this boot camp. But Rick Fulton enrolled 3 coaches this week, which is super awesome. Mandy Healy gets to Emerald, and then Emily Leonard got to Emerald. So that's awesome. Our goal really is to maybe get you guys there by the end of this month or by the end of the 6 weeks. But these guys went out and just made that happen. So some of your assignments this week, on there, first of all, we had assignments we talked last week about, we just kind of gave you the list of the basics of what we do, right? Starting challenge groups, enrolling people with challenge packs, okay? Inviting people using something called Form and the 5 steps. And that was in your 3 vital behaviors assignment this week. So understanding those 3 vital behaviors, the first one being a product of the product, the second one inviting to challenge groups, inviting to be a coach, okay? And then the third one is personal development, which is your practicing of skills and just learning new things, right? So part of that is going to be like tonight. We're actually going to demonstrate to you and explain the 5 steps a little bit. So here's the thing. Most of you guys have never done any kind of home business before. Most of you guys have never, you've never had, I hate to use the word sell, but you've never had to walk somebody from A to B to C and get them to enrollment, right? Which is part of what we do. And so, it was a few years ago that one of the biggest questions we got from brand new coaches was, I don't know what to say. What do I say? How do I handle this? I've got these people that want help, but so I screw it up somehow, right? I go out there and I vomit my enthusiasm on them, or somewhere along the way, I sort of drop the ball. So tell me, what do I say? And so, we put a lot of effort into just coming up with something that we could at least give you guys some guidance with, and that something is called the 5 steps, okay? And so I've got Liz Bellini here, and we're going to demonstrate the 5 steps, but before we do that, I want to just kind of explain the 5 steps and get her thoughts on it. And then what we're going to do is she and I are going to role play how we 5-step people, okay, when they're a prospect. So I want you to write this down. We 5-step everybody, okay? We 5-step everybody. We 5-step prospects. We 5-step whether they're going to be challengers or whether they're going to be coaches. So learning these 5 steps, and all you need to know is already filtered into those 5 steps, okay? The first step is your invitation or your approach, okay? That's the first step, invitation or approach. So I'm going to give you the 5 steps and explain them each briefly, okay? In your invitation or approach, now you can do one of 2 things in that. You can use this as a copy and paste system where you just you have that approach, how you're going to invite people to your challenge group, and you put your information in as far as when your group starts and what the group is. And you can send those out via text or via Facebook or via email or whatever you want, right? So a lot of coaches will do like 2 to 5 invites a day, and that will just be part of what they do is I got to send out 2 to 5 invites for my challenge group every single day, okay? Or you can, just learn the various techniques of approaching. One is the, can you help me approach? Okay, can you help me approach, which is a little bit less confrontational. So we've got to determine, how am I going to ask people to take a look and consider becoming a challenger or to give me referrals? That's really what the approach is. Does that make sense? Step 1, the invitational approach. In the 5-step document, you have a couple of options, right? But one that I really like is a can you help me approach. Okay, and it's pretty much this. Hey, I recently decided to become a Beachbody coach, and I'm in charge of finding at least 3 people this month who would like to get started on their fitness and weight loss journey. All right? I'm not sure if, chances are this is not for you, but I was hoping you could help me. Do you know anybody who might be interested in getting started on that I could speak with, right? Maybe you could help me. It might not be for you. So we do something called disarming, which is maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. It's probably not for you. Versus, hey man, you got to do this, right? Hey man, check this out, man. I'm a coach. You need to get on this P90X, or you need to get on this Insanity. All right. So it's just a different approach. It's a softer approach. But that's step one, is the approach. So you got to figure out. I would tell you this: you want to be very direct and specific in that approach with what you're looking for, what you're starting, why you're looking for people, and who you're looking for. And at the end of the approach, there needs to be what we call a call to action, which is a question. Is that something you're interested in discussing? Question mark. Do you know anybody who might be interested? Question mark. Right? Ending the approach with a question. Get really understand a call to action is a question that forces them to reply. Does that make sense? You're looking for a reply. Okay. It's the same if you post it openly on your Facebook. You want that question at the end of your post. You know, you want to give people specific direction on what they need to do. So that's the first step. The second step is something we call form. Okay. And I call it interviewing. Okay. I'm going to interview people. So I think one of the biggest skills that you need to learn is how to form. So Danny Johnson, let me just explain where we got formed. So Danny Johnson is an independent trainer who has done network marketing for years and years and years. And we started attending her events. She's actually my personal mentor. She's been my business mentor. And really, form is just information she taught me that I'm passing on to you. She's the master at it. But it really is just learning to ask questions and get to know people better. Okay. So, for instance, a lot of people might reply with, yeah, that sounds good. How much does it cost? And so, listen, as a brand new coach, your instinct is to do what? Your instinct is to freeze. Oh my gosh, they asked me how much it cost. Or your instinct is to just go ahead and vomit the deal, right? Oh my gosh, let me tell you all about this group. And you go and you start telling them everything about the group, okay? And I'm going to tell you that that does not work very well. You might get 1 out of 100 to say yes if you do it that way. And that's why what you want to do is answer them with a question. Oh, that's, it's great you're asking. The cost depends on how you enroll. So what has you interested in getting started? That would be a question, okay? So let me explain form. When it comes to, I'm going to explain form. So write this down. I want you to write this down. Form is family, occupation, recreation, and then message. And the message is always, what's the next step? Okay. What's the next step? And when you do form, so basically you're going to ask them, this is how you just get to know somebody, how you build rapport, you build trust with somebody. Okay. So when you're doing form, you're looking for their strengths, what we call their sign, SIGN. Their strengths, their interests, their goals, and their needs. Okay? Here's the deal. We do form because we know this. If we can find a need and fill it, then they're going to say yes. Right? Does that make sense? If you find a need and fill it, they're going to say yes. Let me and Liz just kind of demonstrate form. So we'll use form. The form is a way for you face-to-face or on social media just to build relationships with people and get them to be friends with you. That's pretty much what you're doing. You're building trust with somebody by getting to know them. So Liz, Liz has mastered form. So let me tell you about Liz Bellini. She's been doing this for 3 years. She's a 2-star diamond coach. She's one of our absolute top performers. Every week she's at one of the top 3 or 5 producers on our team out of 2,800 coaches. So, she's mastered this. She and I hang out personally all the time. So we actually work as teams together when we're out publicly. And so we know how to do this together. So Liz, why don't we demonstrate form and do form without the 5 steps, okay? But just forming and get to know me and get my contact. Is that cool? So let's say the situation is Liz and I are at our kids' basketball game, right? And we're at a kids' sporting event, and her kids and my kids are the same age, but Liz and I have never really met before, okay? So Liz, why don't you go ahead and inform me in that situation?
Okay. Hey, good game, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I love these games.
Awesome. What's your name?
I'm Tommy. What's your name?
My name is Liz, actually. My daughter plays on the team with your daughter.
Oh, that's so cool. Great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you guys from around here?
Yeah, we're actually from a neighboring town, Bellevue.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm from Sandusky. That's awesome.
Okay, cool.
How long have you guys lived in the area?
I was actually born and raised in Bellevue. Graduated there. I'm not even going to tell you the year because that'll tell you how old I am. No, I graduated
That's cool.
in 1994 from Bellevue.
Oh, that's awesome. So you just lived there your whole life?
Yeah. I've been here my whole life. Actually, went off to college and then came back and started running an insurance agency in town.
Okay, so you and your wife, is your wife from Bellevue too?
No, she's not. She actually, she's from Florida, but she met me, and it must have been love because she gave up Florida to move and live with me in Bellevue, Ohio. I have no idea what she was thinking, but
yeah,
I probably should have went down there. It's a lot warmer.
I was actually thinking the same thing. She must really love you to come all the way from Florida to Ohio, especially with the weather we've been having.
Sure.
Yeah. So, what do you work in Bellevue?
Yeah. I run an insurance agency and coach high school football over there.
Oh, that's awesome. So how long have you been in insurance?
About 8 years.
Wow. So do you love it?
Yeah, I'm like the vice president of a small agency. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's Hasselbach and Paul Agency.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So what do you guys do for fun in Bellevue?
Well, I mean, I coach football. We don't, we really don't get out much because we have a baby. Along with our 8-year-old that's playing basketball with your daughter, we have another baby that's 10 months old. And so kind of keeps us in the house a little bit. We really don't get out as much as what we would like. I mean, we love to travel, but with the kids, it's just been really hard to get out and go places. So,
right.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you have a baby. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
So cute. Yeah. So, are you guys on Facebook or anything? We should keep in touch since our daughter's playing the same basketball team.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I think I know that I'm on Facebook. I don't get on it much, but my wife is on there all the time.
So I'd love to connect with her too. I like connecting with other moms.
For sure. Yeah. So at this point, what Liz would do is this. Okay. So here's the thing. Liz is getting in contact with me. I want you to write this down. Relationship first, business follows. Liz is building a relationship with me. The only thing she's selling me on is being a friend with her. That's it. The reason we use form is this. People's favorite topic is themselves. Everybody wants to talk about themselves. So listen, we have to get really good at allowing people to do that, right? Allowing people to talk themselves through things versus us explaining. I want you to write this down too. The person asking questions wins. The person explaining loses. Okay? So Liz was asking me about my family. She asked me what I did for a living. She asked me what I did for fun. And then she stayed in contact with me. That was the message. The next thing was, hey, I got to get going, but are you on Facebook? I'd love to stay in contact with you. Okay. So that is how we form in public. You can do the same thing online. Liz, why don't you just explain a little bit how you use that through Facebook to get more friends on your Facebook?
Yeah. So to be honest, I don't get out of the house much just because I'm a full-time Beachbody coach and I primarily work my business online. So I primarily grow my account on Facebook, and basically I just I interact with people daily, just in my news feed. I form through just connecting with people via their Facebook statuses. Whatever they're talking about, I make sure to get into conversation. with them, ask them questions. And a lot of the times in just a few minutes, if we have something in common, then usually I shoot them a friend request. And normally if we've had a conversation going on back and forth, then they accept my friend request. And I immediately go to their Facebook page, and I proudly call myself a Facebook stalker, because I will go to their Facebook page, and I will kind of see who they are, what they're about. A lot of the times they are people who are just like me. They're mothers, they're busy, and that's my niche that I kind of speak with, because that's who I am and that's who I connect with. I can kind of level with them on those grounds. And I just connect with people in that kind of niche. So if we have kids that are in common, then I will be sure to, browse their Facebook page. And by doing this, I'm starting to build that relationship with them. We're kind of having like me too moments, which, other moms like to, be in contact with other moms who are doing, things that they like, which a lot of the times is, get in shape so that they can be, healthy to stay keep up with their kids or whatever it is that they're doing. So that's kind of one way that I connect with people on Facebook.
Right. So yeah, great. So guys, listen, the skill set of form, you're not going to master that tonight. We wanted to introduce you to form tonight and kind of give you a demonstration on how to form somebody. There's plenty of material out there. I got to tell you, the way that I learned to form was I started listening to Danny Johnson over and over and over and over and over again. This isn't something that you naturally do. It's something that you have to learn to do, which is ask questions and listen and take a sincere interest in people's lives, okay? This will change the way that you listen to people. It really will. Even your own family, your own husband, your own children, things of that nature. But we form everybody. Online, face-to-face, doesn't matter, okay? Learning how to form people is a skill, and it's something that you want to master. You can get, additional training, however much you want to invest in learning that stuff. There's additional training if you go to smarternetworker.com. She has 30 free calls where you can listen to her over and over and over again, forming people, just like you heard Liz forming me, okay? But how we use that in the 5 steps, all right? So let's talk specifically about the Beachbody Challenge, okay? So we're going to demonstrate tonight how we 5-step somebody and use form for fitness, health, nutrition, and support, okay, in step 2. Because here's what we do. We promote challenge groups. We invite people to challenge groups, right? That's the first step, is we want to get them in the conversation. The second step is this. We want to control the conversation by being the person. We want to be the person that asks the questions and lets them talk, okay? So we need to figure out their goals, their needs, what they need, what they've tried, what they've not tried, okay? And if whether or not this plan fits them. We know what we offer is a foolproof challenge pack, right? Which is fitness plus nutrition plus support equals success, that we give them all of that. We know that it's vital. 80% of the results are going to come from the nutrition and drinking Shakeology every day. And then doing the workouts, and then also engaging with the community. We offer the whole package to people, which is what they're not getting when they just buy a workout, off the shelves at Target, right? But here's the thing, where most new coaches go wrong is you want to explain all of that up front. You want to lead with the deal, right? You want to say, oh, let me tell you about this challenge group. Let me tell you about the program. Let me tell you about, and you go and you start explaining. Okay, and then you wonder why they don't get back to you. So we want to help you avoid all that. I got to tell you that if you just learn these 5 steps, it works a lot better. I can't tell you how many coaches starting out, because you've never been trained in this, and so we're training you tonight. There's nobody that knows these 5 steps better than me and our team, because I created them and the whole network uses them, okay? So these 5 steps are something we know very, very well. In fact, I'm actually going to be training on the 5 steps at Summit in front of 2,000 people. So I need you to trust me on this, okay? You can do it your way, which is to go out and explain everything, right? Or you can take a little bit of time and learn what we're teaching you and go out and get better results and really actually help people and have them feel good, like you didn't force them into something, right? How many of you want to actually help people and make them feel like you're not selling them something, and make them feel like you're not forcing them into something, right? So we're going to show you how to do that right now. The third step is this. Send them to a resource, okay? Which basically means this. Show them a video and let the video explain what we do. So I want you to write this down. For challenges, so if I'm talking to them about being a challenger, I'm going to show them a couple of videos. The first video is going to be what we call, it's Have You Ever Felt Like This? It's a quick little 2.5-minute video called Have You Ever Felt Like This? Okay. And we're going to tell you exactly where to get it. We made it really, really easy for you guys on our team. It's so freaking easy for you to go find what you need and get it and show it to people. The second video is challenger success stories, customer success stories, which are actually just comments from actual challengers in our Facebook groups and how they felt about the challenge and how the challenge helped them. Okay, and then you could always send them, like if it's the 21-day fix, you could send them the 21-day fix video, or if it's X3, you could send them the X3 video, okay? But I want you to write this down, youtube.com/swarm, SWARM, video 1, the number 1, and we'll post that link in the Coach Basics page. But Swarm Video 1, here's what we did to make it easier for all of you. So the company has all of these hundreds of videos in the online office that you can go and you can search through all of them and try to find the ones you need, okay? Or you can go to Swarm Video 1 because we've taken like the 12 most widely used videos for challenges, for coaching, for Shakeology, and for the workout programs, right? And here's the thing, the videos from the back office, people can't watch on their phones because it's not the right format. But the ones off of YouTube, people can watch on their phones, okay? You guys understand that? Liz, are you putting the link up?
Yeah.
Okay, I love you for that. Thank you. I'm like, is she typing? Is she actually like, is she 5-stepping somebody while we're on this call?
I'm 5-stepping somebody right now.
She's recruiting somebody right now, right?
Yeah.
So, but youtube.com Swarm Video 1. Now listen, that doesn't link back to anybody else. Okay, those are videos that the whole network can use. So there are a couple of you that aren't directly on our team that we've allowed in this group. You can feel free to use that same YouTube channel that Liz just posted in the Coach Basics group. I would one of my assignments for you would be this. I want you to take the time and go watch all the videos that are on there and get familiar with them. The two that I use for challenges are Have You Ever Felt Like This and Customer Success Stories. And the one I use for coaching, okay, the one that I use for coaching is the Introducing Team Beachbody video. It's a little 7-minute and 41-second video, okay? I would definitely watch those 3. I use those all the time as the step 3 resource, okay? So Liz and I are going to demonstrate the first 3 steps of this. So let's say that I sent an invitation to Liz, okay? Or Liz saw my promotion on my Facebook status and she sends me a message. Let's say I promote openly. I put my approach openly on my Facebook. Hey, I'm a brand. I recently decided to become a Beachbody coach. My mentor has challenged me to get at least 3 new people that are ready to get started on their own fitness journey. Those people would have, need to lose at least 10 pounds, would have to be willing to work out at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and be part of an accountability group. I'm not sure if that's for you or not. Maybe it's for someone you know, but I need to find 3 people. If you're interested or you know someone who is, please just send me a message. Okay, so let's say you openly put that on your Facebook, something like that, right? And at the end, you give them the call to action, message me, right? That's your call to action. And let's say that Liz responds to that, right? So Liz sends me a message. She's like, what's this about? Like, how much does this cost? I definitely have like 20 pounds I want to lose, but I'm curious, how much does this cost? Okay, a brand new coach usually would go in and try to explain all of it, right? We're going to show you the 5-step way, which is going to lead to better results. So I would reply to Liz, and Liz and I are just going to role play it vocally. I could do this through message, or I could get her on the phone and do it. Either way you're comfortable, right? It doesn't matter to me. You can message back and forth and do step 2, or you can form them. I do on the phone. I do both. So let's just say that Liz is someone like from my town or someone from my friend list, and I actually know her. Maybe she's an acquaintance. I don't know her too well, but I know her. enough that she would reply to that. Okay. So Liz, I would probably respond to Liz and say, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, it depends on on how you enroll. So tell me, what's got you interested in doing this? ? So I'm just going to ask that to Liz. So Liz asked me, so how much does it cost? Ask me that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but actually I'm curious to know, what's all this going to cost me?
Well, that depends on how you enroll. In fact, why don't I just go ahead and ask you a few questions to see if this is even something for you or not, and we can go from there. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'm going to set up step 2 by saying, why don't I ask you a few questions, and we can go from there. I'm taking control. The person asking questions wins. The person explaining loses. Anytime you find yourself explaining, you've got 2 options. One is to ask a question, shut up and listen. Or it's to send them to a resource and let the video explain it. You don't want to be the person explaining. Let me tell you why. Okay? 1, you don't know everything. Okay? 2, I don't explain anything. I know a lot more than you, and I don't explain it. I let the video explain it. And there's a reason why I do that. Because the video is the same information. It never changes. The story never changes, right? You're never going to tell it the same way twice. Sometimes you're going to mess up, So all you got to do is master how to ask questions and then direct them to a resource. It's the same thing think about this. Resources explain everything. If you're going to consider traveling, you're going to go to a travel agent. They're going to ask you some questions, and then they're going to send you to a website, or they're going to give you a brochure that explains your destination, right? So travel agents do this, right? You got to diagnose before you prescribe. Doctors do this. They come in and they ask questions. The nurse asks questions. They get your stats. They figure out where you're at before they give you a prescription, before they diagnose you. So you've got to diagnose the person before you prescribe the remedy for them. Everywhere you go, they do this, okay? This is actually, you get 5-stepped all the time. You just never called it 5-stepping. You're going to notice it a lot more now that you're introduced to it. So I'm going to 5-step Liz. So Liz asked me how much it costs, and I said to Liz, so let's just start from the top. So I put that post out. Liz replies, and I say, well, that depends. Hey, do you have a few minutes to jump on the phone right now? And she says yes. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call her up. You're going to hear me form her a little bit. So I'm going to spend a minute or 2 forming her and building a rapport, and then I'm going to ask her questions, directing her to the Beachbody Challenge videos after I ask her some questions. I'm going to ask her questions on fitness, nutrition, and support, which is our 3 pillars, right? That's it. And it doesn't have to be real in depth. It's just a few quick questions. So she says yes. So ring.
Hello?
Hey Liz, what's going on? It's Tommy. How you doing?
Hi, Tommy. How's it going?
Dude, it's going awesome. It was so good to hear from you today, man. How have you been? Are you still living in the area?
I am. I'm in Sandusky.
Oh, you're in Sandusky now? That's cool.
Yeah.
So are you married?
I am.
Yeah. Are you? Really? Who did you get married to?
Tony Bellini.
Okay, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So what are you doing right now? I mean, like I haven't talked to you in probably 10 years. I mean, what are you doing right now? Are you working, or are you just staying at home, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working. I work full-time actually in downtown Cleveland as a marketing executive. So I work from home part of the time, and I have to drive downtown some of the time too. And I actually have 7-year-old twins. So,
oh my gosh, you have twins.
Yeah.
So what are their names? Tell me about them.
I have a son and a daughter, Hayden and Mariana, and they're in 1st grade. And I don't know. I mean, they're very active. They're both in sports, and they keep me busy. That's for sure.
Cool. All right, time out. So this is me forming her. This is how I would do it. What does she do? Where does she live? Tell me about your family. I'm just catching up with her. I'm building a rapport with her. This is building trust. This is building a relationship. Okay. All right. Man, that's so awesome. I had no idea that you were still, just about 10 miles away from us. So well, listen, I know that you're a busy mom and that you have a full-time job. And so I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I definitely wanted to just get on the phone and talk to you about this Beachbody Challenge. Do you have a few minutes for me to ask you some questions?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Again, I'm taking control. I'm letting her know I'm going to ask her some questions, right? Awesome. So well, let me ask you this. What made you interested in that 21-day fix group that I had put up?
Well, I've seen a whole lot about it. Like everybody's posting about it, and actually a few of my girlfriends have done it,
Okay.
and they've gotten some really good results. And it just looks awesome. And I actually wouldn't mind losing at least 20 pounds before summer comes.
Cool. Okay. Number one, why are you interested? That's the number one question I ask. Okay. The number two question I ask is, have you ever done one of our programs before? What have you done or not done? Okay. So I'm going to ask her, well, awesome. So have you ever done a Beachbody program before?
No, actually, I've heard about them. I know about the company, but I've never done it before. I've been mostly like a gym goer.
Okay. So most of the time you've been going to the gym. Are you currently going to the gym right now?
I'm not. I haven't been able to go to the gym because I'm so busy with my kids.
Okay. Here's what I'm doing, guys. I'm interviewing her on fitness, nutrition, and support. That's what I'm doing. It's an interview. I'm asking questions. I'm not explaining anything. I'm asking a question, letting her answer, and I'm getting to know where she's at with things. Okay. Okay. So usually you go to the gym, but right now you haven't been doing that. So, now you said that you'd like to lose 20 pounds. How long have you been struggling with that extra 20 pounds?
I mean, ever since I had my kids, I mean, they're 7 now, so it's been 7 years, and it's just that extra mom weight that I just need to get off.
So what have you done nutritionally before? Have you tried things on the nutritional side to make it right?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I've dieted before. I'm pretty, I know what's good to eat, what's not good to eat. I mean, I know the difference between healthy and not healthy. I guess it's just a matter of, I don't know, actually eating. Sometimes I don't eat all day, because I'm so busy.
Okay. So what typically happens when you don't eat all day? Are you eating more at night then?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about a typical day of eating, and like how many times a week are you guys going out to eat?
Well, we probably go out to eat maybe once or twice a week.
Okay.
At least once or twice a week. It's usually pretty hectic once the kids get home from school because we don't have a whole lot of time between them getting out of school and then running to the next event. And by the time we get home for dinner, usually it's just something thrown together and It's whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So on average, like how much are you spending every week on going out to eat with your family?
Well, I mean, for the 4 of us, it's typically around $50. So probably $100 a week.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just taking notes because I want to make sure that what we're putting you in is the absolute right plan for you. Okay. Great. So have you ever done like an accountability situation or had workout partners before?
No, I've never had any kind of accountability. Actually, I've tried to work out and, get in shape before, but I'll lose a little bit and then I'll gain it back. Yeah. Like it's just been like kind of a yo-yo thing for the past 7 years.
Yeah. Well, Liz, I mean, it sounds like this is something that could definitely help you lose that 20 pounds. In fact, we know that it takes 3 things for people to find success. And a lot of people just like you don't find that success because they're missing one of those 3 things. So those 3 things are fitness and a fitness plan that we know you can do and follow that's already planned out for you. Second thing is nutrition. Getting healthy meals every day, healthy supplementation. And then the third thing is support. Okay, so if now here's the thing, I want to bridge her to the videos, right? I'm going to take her to the videos. I want you to write this down. If I would you. If you're reading your GoPro, this is what Eric Worre talks about in that GoPro book. So you guys need to be reading that book or listening to the audio. This is something I use every single day, every single conversation. If I would you. Okay. If I could show you a couple videos that explain how that program works and exactly how we match fitness, nutrition, and support in order to help you lose that 20 pounds and actually have you do that. If I sent you that video, would you have a quick 6 minutes to watch it right now?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So here's the thing. I didn't explain anything. I didn't tell her the price. I asked her a bunch of questions, and then I bridged her to the video. And I'm going to bridge her to a video that shows her how we're going to give her what she needs. She needs a plan, she needs nutrition, and she needs support. Without that, she's going to fail, which is why she stayed stuck for so long, right? Okay? I pointed that out to her. Hey, usually if it's hasn't worked for you before, it's because you're missing one of those 3 things, which is why our challenge groups work. If I can show you a video on our challenge groups to show you exactly why they work, and exactly what the next step is for you. Would you have a quick 5 minutes to watch that? She says yes. And so I'll say, great. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a couple of videos. They're each going to be 2 to 3 minutes long. I just want you to take 2 to 3 minutes. Now, can you watch those videos right now?
Yeah, I can watch them right now.
Okay, great. So I'm going to send those to you right now, and then we're going to follow up. So I'm going to call you back in like 10 minutes once you watch them. Does that sound good?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, good. So here's what I did. I scheduled her to watch the videos, and I scheduled the follow-up. Step 4 is the follow-up. So step 3 is the videos. Step 4 is follow up and give them the deal and come to an agreement, okay? So I'm going to send her the 21-day fix video and the have you ever felt like this video and all that. I'm going to go to Swarm Video 1 on YouTube. I'm going to look up youtube.com Swarm Video 1. I'm going to pull the links for the videos, and I'm going to send them to her inbox with a quick message that just says, hey, take a quick 5 or 10 minutes and watch these. I'm going to be following up with you in 10 to 15 minutes to see what you liked about them. That's it. Okay. So I send those to her. She's going to watch them. Now, they're not always going to be able to watch them immediately, but if they can't watch it, or if they say, no, not right now, I'll say, well, great. Or will you be able to watch them later today or later tonight? I want to figure out when they can watch them. But I want the videos to explain it. My job is to ask her questions and then show her the resource. Let the website explain it. Let the videos explain it. Okay? You guys understand that? We've got materials too as far as training goes on utilizing resources. So now step 4 is going to be the follow-up. And I'm simply going to ask her one question. What did you like about the videos? I want you to write that down. What did you like about that? Okay, so let's say Liz watches the videos. I call her back. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Liz, how you doing?
Hey.
Good. Hey, it's Tommy. So did you have a chance to watch those videos?
I did. I watched them.
Awesome. What did you like about them?
Well, I loved everything about them. It seems like exactly, something that I would want to do, with the workouts. And I really like that there's an accountability group, somebody that I can, check in with and keep me on track, or, just ask questions to. I feel like that's where I failed big time, just in the past. So it just seems like, there's a lot involved here. I'm just curious, what's this all going to cost me?
Okay. Yeah, well, Liz, here's what you get. Okay. You're going to get the fitness program. So I'm going to let her know everything she's getting for the price. Okay. So you're going to get the complete 21-day fitness program along with all of the measurement containers that help you with your portion control and nutrition. You're also going to get your first month of the Shakeology meal replacements that you're going to be drinking every single day, and that's a vital part of what we do. And then you're going to be getting the coaching and support of me and the other coaches who are in the group helping people through this program. Okay, and you get all of that for your upfront investment's only $160. We can get you going today. It sounds like something that you're ready to enroll with. Are you at your computer right now?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys see that? Step 4, follow up, ask her what she likes, give her the deal, take her to enrollment. Step 5 is enroll. So I just got her to step 5. Okay. So I'll say, great. So do this. Go to beachbodycoach.com/swarm. And I'm going to send her to my Beachbody Coach website, and I'm going to walk her through the enrollment. Go ahead and click shop. Go ahead and click challenge packs. Go ahead and pick your 21-day fix. Get your Shakeology, blah, 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 right? Now, at the bottom of the 5 steps, the steps to enroll are right there. So if I do this online, I just copy and paste those steps and send it to them on Facebook. Okay? Does that make sense? Versus doing it this way. Okay, so let's demonstrate the wrong way to do this. Let's say that I approach Liz and she's like, yeah, I'm interested in that. What's it cost? Okay. All right, Liz. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the wrong way now. So you saw the right way. Now let's demonstrate the way that doesn't work near as well. Okay. So let's say I post and Liz says, hey, I'm interested. How much does it cost? And I say, well, let's get on the phone and I can explain things. There's the difference. Why don't we get on the phone and I can explain things is different than why don't we get on the phone so I can ask you a few questions and we can go from there. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? So normally a brand new person that has not learned the 5 steps is going to say, well, I got to explain things to her. I want you to understand something. You are not the expert. You are not supposed to explain. I know it's a mind screw for some of you, right? It was for me. It took me 2 years. If I can help you do anything, guys, it took me 2 years to understand this concept. And then once I understood it was when I started helping a lot more people because they were actually saying yes instead of running from me, okay? I don't want people to run from you. You want to help people and you want to make money doing it. I'm trying to show you the best way to do that. So let's say that Liz says, yeah, how much does it cost? I said, well, let's get on the phone. Let's get on the phone so I can explain it to you. So ring, ring.
Hello?
Liz, hey man, I was so excited that you asked about that challenge group. Let me just tell you about that. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome. Well, our challenge groups are so awesome. We have you do the program and then you get this Shakeology stuff and you drink that. And it's a little bit expensive, but it's totally worth it. We're going to put you in a group. You're going to be accountable. We're going to have you take pictures and measurements and all that. And you're going to love the workouts. They're totally going to kick your ass in. How are you feeling right now?
Whoa.
And listen, it's only $160. So are you ready to do it or what?
Wait, can we back up for a minute? I'm so confused right now.
you literally, I could feel you in reality, like when I do that, you're like, oh my God, no. Right?
Well, yeah, no, I feel like, just as new coaches, I know like what you guys are going through. Like I see what you guys are posting in the pages. Some of the coaches on my team that I've, personal message and, private message. A lot of the times you guys get that money objection. I mean, it's a very popular thing, because I think people are so, just conscious about money in general. I think that's just the general, public, people are always, concerned with money first, which is why it's so important to use form to build that relationship, to ask those questions, because in reality, what you're doing when you're asking those questions, you're pointing out the reasons actually why they need this in their life. You know what I mean? So that's why you want to take the time, form them, ask them those questions, so that way when you do get deep into the 5-step process, like in step 3 and step 4, and you get to that enrollment process, which is usually when, price comes up and money objections come up, and they want to say, oh, wow, $160. I don't know if I just don't know if I can afford that. And, it seems kind of steep, you can, and then, of course you get into other skills where we call objection handling, which I posted that link in our, page that actually you did, Tommy, from our original legacy group. Right. Which is, connecting these people to stories, reminding them that, like in the back and forth that Tommy just did, it was a good thing he asked me questions about, how much time am I spending going out during the week, which is $100 a week. Easily that's easily for my family, because each time the 4 of us go out to dinner, it's at least $50, including like a tip or something like that. If we're doing that twice a week, that's $100 a week.
And there's a lot of families that are doing it way more than twice a week.
Yeah.
Guys, right?
Yeah.
That's
like
why I asked that question. There's a lot of families who are eating out every day or ordering pizza every day. That's how they're living. They're living out of a box, or they're living out of a drive-through, or they're living out of a restaurant. And so that question will open their mind up as to how much money they're spending on food.
Yeah, and a big one is like Starbucks, because how many people drive through the Starbucks on their way to work? And
$5 a day.
$5 a day, and that's Shakeology.
Yeah.
That's one shake a day. Why not fill your body with a nutrient dense shake that's going to help you lose weight, fuel your body, as opposed to a calorie or I don't even know what I want to say, nutrient less drink that is not even fueling them nutritionally whatsoever. It's just feeding them with, empty calories and making them better day by day. So Liz, why don't we do this real quick? I know it's 8:45 right now, and I don't want to keep these people all night, but I think you brought up the money objection, so I don't want to neglect that with them, right? Because you guys will get that, and so I just want to demonstrate how to handle that. If you've done this the right way, and you've done step 2 the way that we're talking about, when you do the follow-up, by the time you get to step 4, they're either interested or not, usually,
right? You'll know if they're interested, but they really just don't have the money. Okay. So Liz, let's say that you are interested, but you are like broke as hell and you just don't have the $160. You have no idea how you're going to get it. Okay.
Okay.
So, right. So let's say we're talking about that and I say, Liz, tell me, so what'd you like about those videos?
Well, I really like that, it's something with new fitness, nutrition. I love the idea of support. I just really don't know if I'm going to be able to afford this. I mean, how much is it?
Well, so let me give you the deal. The deal is this. So you get a challenge pack, and in that challenge pack, you're going to get the full workout, which comes with, 8 30-minute workouts. It's going to come with your containers that measure all of your food, plus the nutritional plan. It's going to come with your first month of Shakeology meal replacements. So you're going to get 30 meal replacements. And then you're also going to get the group support and accountability that you're going to need as far as me as your coach and our group accountability. And all of that is for an initial investment of only $160. And we can get you started today. Is that something you're ready to get started on?
I just don't have it. I just don't feel like I can afford that right now.
Okay. Well, I can totally understand that. Liz, is losing this 20 pounds and doing this program something that you're serious about and you just don't have the money? Or is it something you're not serious about and you're just afraid to tell me no?
No, I really want to do this. Like, I need to do this. I just need to come up with $160 somehow. I just don't have it right now, but it's definitely something I really need and I want to do.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. So Liz, if I could either help you find a way to either save the money or earn the money that you're going to need in order to buy that challenge pack, would you be interested in that idea?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, all right, guys. So here's the thing, right? So this is where I have to do one of two things. I got to help her find the money or earn the money. If I could show you a way, right? This is Danny Johnson stuff, by the way. Okay. So the whole, are you serious about this and just don't have the money? Or are you not? And that's how I would handle that objection. Okay. If I could, she says she's serious. She just doesn't have the money. So I know this, I can either help her find the money by figuring out what she's spending and where she's spending it and what she's wasting, right? Or I can help her see how she could earn the money. And I'll say, so Liz, which way would you prefer? Me sitting down with you and figuring out how you can find the money out of what you're currently spending, or how you could earn the money by doing a little bit of work with us?
I think I would actually like to find out how you're doing it to make money.
Okay. Right. Money's an issue for her. Do we have an answer for her? Can she make money with us? Yeah. Okay. So I would say, well, Liz, let me ask you a question. Do you think that you would know any friends or family or coworkers that might also be interested in the same challenge group with the 21-day fix?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, if we could find 3 of your family, friends, or coworkers, or anybody that you know that would also be interested in doing the 21-day fix, 3 of those people ordering a challenge pack would pay you more than what it's going to cost you to get started. So does that sound like something that you'd be willing to do if I walked you step by step on how to approach them? So, so why don't we talk about that? Who do you have that might be interested in hearing about the 21-day fix?
I have a lot of girlfriends that I could talk to.
Let's start with them. I'm going to have her make her list of girlfriends, and we're going to start reaching out to them. We're going to start inviting them, and as soon as we find 3 that want the pack, we're going to enroll her as a coach and let them enroll under her, and now she's going to have the cash to pay for her pack. Does that make sense? Okay? That's how I would handle that. All right? Most people get the money objection. They're like, oh, I don't, and you guys get scared. Listen, that's another skill. Handling objections is another skill. I know that might be a little overwhelming for you tonight, right? Because you got form, you got these 5 steps.
It's a good skill to know. And I feel like
handling objections. So I don't want to overwhelm you, but what I do want you guys to understand is this. I don't want you to go out there. If you just follow these 5 steps, so you can use this as a copy and paste system. If you just use those things, you could copy and paste step 1, step 2, step 3 right there, put your own information in there and send it out in messages and start that way. You could also then ask one of your team leaders, your upline diamond, star diamond, me, whatever, what we would do. If you're not sure what to do, what I would do is come back in the Coach Basics page and say, hey, I have a person who is X, Y, and Z. I'm not sure what to do, what to show them, where to find it, all that stuff. What do I do now? And tell us the situation, and we will help you with what to do next. Okay? Everybody understand that? Because we want to help you. We know this stuff. You will learn this stuff. So don't hesitate to come to the team and bring it to the team. And one of us, we all know this. Every person that you hear on the top list uses the 5 steps, uses form. We all use this. Okay? So with that said, there's additional training on the 5 steps that is available that we could post for you guys. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. If you have somebody and you're not quite sure what to do with them, I don't want you to hesitate to bring that to the team and ask, and we will guide you and direct you and let you know what we would do with them. Does that make sense? To help you get enrolled. You know, I would rather you come and ask than to go out and screw it up and not help the person and not make the money for helping them, right? This is something you can master that is easy to master. You can do it. Don't overcomplicate it. But we wanted to demonstrate that and role play that for you tonight. I wish we had time for you guys to practice it with each other. That would be the first thing I do is this. I would practice form with the people closest to you. Start forming people, family, occupation, recreation, message, right? Start with your husband. Start with your kids. Start with the guy in the cubicle next to you. whatever. But just go form 2 people tomorrow. 2 people. Just get to know them a little bit. Ask them questions and listen. You'll be amazed at what you learn, and then come back into the team page and let us know how that went for you guys. So listen, I thank you for your time. So that's something important. So at this point, guys, listen, you should have, you know, an idea of, okay, I need to build a challenge group. That's my first step, right? So I need to approach people about that challenge group. So I need my list of people. It could be my Facebook list. It could be a list that I write out. And then I need to figure out how to approach them and then what I'm going to do, right? So what's the date of your challenge group? I'm looking for 3 people. Use that step 1 approach. You can text them, call them, Facebook them, post it on Facebook, get the word out that you're looking for at least 3 people to get started, okay? If we can get you 3 people and you can get to Emerald, you're also going to make Success Club, which is super. That would be awesome in the month of March, because now you will get all the free customers. You'll start qualifying for all the free customers in April, okay? Both the general customers and the Shakeology customers. So guys, I thank you for your time. We've got more work to do as far as the things this week. We're going to have another call next Tuesday night where we're going to cover another topic. So love you. I would love your feedback on this too, guys. Why don't you post tonight like the biggest aha moment that you had, and if this helped you, how it helped you, all of that stuff. All right? So let me be clear. 1, I want you to post tonight how this helped you, if it helped you. 2, I want you to feel comfortable with bringing your prospect issues back to the page and asking us for some guidance when and if you run into those things, okay? 3, I want you to start thinking about when your challenge group is going to start and actively approaching people with your step 1 invite, actively promoting it on your Facebook. If you're not sure how, ask the team. We'll gladly help you, okay? We'll gladly help you. So, guys, those 3 things, I thank you for your time. Let's go out there and kick some ass this week. Love you. Thanks, Liz. You rocked. Talk to you guys later.